Yeah, we're back. This is 11/18/22, November 18th, 2022. Tournament starting. Um,
This is the best time for
yeah,
college basketball. Just a bunch of midday tournaments.
yeah.
It's great. Basketball all day.
Holidays coming. Um, you started. Did you end up betting on the Dublin Challenge, like in the middle of the night?
The Stetson game,
Yeah, Stetson.
dude. I literally stayed up until like 2 a.m. waiting for a line to come out, and I couldn't
Just
get it.
didn't.
I just went to bed. I was like, "Fuck this." Whatever I picked was gonna lose anyways.
Yeah, I. It was at 3 in
I
the
think
morning for
I
me.
think Stetson was like +2.5 and they won. So yeah.
Yeah, they won. Niagara, Central Arkansas, Queens College. You
Queens,
seen
dude,
this?
they're solid.
They win games.
Yeah.
They were down at halftime too, and then came storming
Yeah.
back. I guess they're good.
Yeah. I mean, they just
That's
got
for sure.
promoted to D1. So they're a solid team.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah. You see their coach got arrested for drunk driving like 3 days after they went D1.
Really?
That was about as covered as Dior Johnson being a wife beater.
Dior
But
Johnson?
you do know Dior Johnson's not playing because he's in jail, right? Or
Thank
like
God. I had
going to
no
jail.
idea. Hold on.
Yeah, no one knows about this. No one knows about
He's
this. I
like,
saw this. I looked it up. It's been reported, and just no one posts about it. Right? I had
that's
never
like
seen it,
over a month ago. Why have I not? Yeah, charged with assault.
bro. Like he whooped a
If
chick's ass. It was bad. Like
I
he
really
should go to
saw
jail. Like
unlawful
he'll probably be going
restraint,
to jail.
false
But
imprisonment. Jesus.
bro, this dude, yeah, I don't know. It's Miles Bridges shit. But
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Colorado A&M,
I had A&M. I'm already on one today. So fucking annoying. Look at
16 for
Colorado.
32 on threes now.
Yeah, look at Colorado's shooting. It's literally ridiculous.
16 for 32 from three after one of the worst performances from the 3-point line I'd ever seen.
Doesn't
Which
make
is
any
why I'm
sense.
on the Murray State Racers. In the next game, we'll go back to the Penn State game, but in the UMass Murray State game, that game will start probably an hour and a half before this comes out. Hour. So,
You did tweet it. So
yeah, I tweeted it. So, I don't know. What'd you have in what is it? Penn State, Virginia Tech.
I took the over. Penn State came out shooting like terrible. It was over from the start. It's done. It's very
Yeah.
frustrating.
Kind of sounds like that Nebraska game.
Dude, fuck that Nebraska game.
I think Nebraska's really bad again.
Dude, they're terrible. I cannot believe what I was watching. Dude, St. John's made them look like made them look like it was like a subdivision team. They're like
Yeah.
they're like ripping the ball from them. Like I couldn't believe it.
St. John's literally was like dominating them.
Yeah.
In the second half, I was so pissed because I took St. John's. I was just watching the first half and I was like, going into this game, I thought that this was going to be a team that like was scoring 100 but giving up damn near it in all of these games or whatever. You know, if they score 70, they give up like 70. If they score 80, they give up like 80. They allowed 27 points, like 58 on the game or something like that. What was it? Something like that,
Did you take
right?
the over?
No,
Did you have the
I
over?
had St. John's,
Oh, yeah.
but they just like dominated them in the second half, track meet style.
Yeah.
Ran over
Dude,
them.
I love Corbello.
Yeah, he's
You see
good.
him? Do you
His
see what
shots
he
aren't
was
falling
wearing
right
last
now.
night? You see what he's
And the
wearing?
goggles,
He had
the
like
goggles,
yeah, he had like
orange
it was like
goggles on.
shades on.
He's a
He's
goofball.
fun.
Those
Yeah,
New
he's
York
fun to
kids are
watch.
fire though. They're good. Uh, so Furman, Old Dominion.
Uh
I would take Furman, but
What are they?
I like
What are
the
they
Murray
laying?
State line more.
What are they
8.
laying, like 8? See, I don't know. Old Dominion's kind of their shit. I think Furman should handle them.
I just worry that 8 is like a huge spread for a tournament.
It
Like
is a lot of the
when
underdog.
it's like two teams that can be bad.
Yeah, a lot of the dogs are covering. So
Yeah, no, a lot
it's
of the
like
dogs here haven't covered. But do
in the
you like
Wake Forest
Wyoming?
game right now,
Oh,
I
what?
have LaSalle in the Wake Forest game. They're up.
7-2.
Yeah.
Who is on the Wake Forest team? Appleby. They got the Florida guy. Is that who that is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida journeyman Tyree Appleby. Their ass.
See what else we got here.
Yeah.
Wyoming
I
Howard.
think we can. Yeah, I was gonna say Wyoming Howard's a good game. I don't want anything.
13 and a
I don't
half. I don't know. I mean, like, what's Wyoming got going on this year?
Graham Ike is out for a while, so they brought in some good players though. They've been good. They're going to be really good at the end of the year. Wenzel is like a dead eye, dude. Last year, he drained threes. Like it, I don't know. A lot of these guys got a lot better as the year went on. Oh, they got this dude from USC, dude. He's from USC, Max Unkapokolo. Remember him?
Let me look at his picture.
You remember this guy? He barely played at the end of the year, dude.
Nah,
Do
I
you
really,
remember him? He barely
dude.
played.
I mean, like, I couldn't watch a lot of USC games because
Yeah.
I don't have the Pac-12 network.
But he was playing 20 minutes a game and then just he wasn't very good. So yeah. I mean, he
Is that what
played
he told
12
the
minutes
game?
in their tournament run. He was playing a good amount towards the end of the year. But I mean, they brought him in. Hunter Maldonado is still good. Reynolds.
I'd probably take Wyoming there.
No,
13 and a
yeah.
half.
I just don't like betting on teams without their best player to win by a lot.
That's true.
When Graham gets back, they'll be so good. Dude,
Georgetown Loyola.
I don't. Yeah, I don't really care about that. To be honest, you take who you want to take, but I don't. I don't know. I bet the over could hit if it's not too high, but it's 155, so I wouldn't mind.
I actually took Loyola Marymount.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna beat them. Georgetown's so bad.
I don't know. Georgetown was running with Northwestern for a little bit, so I'd just be skeptical because
Yeah,
LMU just got like smoked by a bad
that's
team
true.
too. Like they haven't really beat anyone. That's
Well, I mean, I don't think
I don't know
UC
what
Irvine's a
Georgetown
bad
is.
team. If UC
Yeah, I
Irvine would
don't
probably
either.
beat Georgetown. They're solid.
Probably.
They beat Oregon.
Probably. Colorado State, Charleston.
That's a coin flip.
Yeah, I think there's
Colorado
better
State
games.
smoked South Carolina yesterday.
I mean,
That's
South
bad.
Carolina literally didn't even play in the first half. They didn't even play basketball.
Yeah,
19 points.
that's pretty bad. I left my house. I was watching it. I left my house with like 10 minutes left in the first half, and then they had like I think they had like 15 points. Like they like did not score at all in the first half
Yeah.
after I left.
CSU is going to lose today.
Colorado State.
They're playing College of Charleston. I might even take College of
Yeah.
Charleston.
At Charleston. I mean, it's literally a home
Pat,
game for Charleston.
Pat Kelsey is literally the best coach ever. I love that guy. Dude, their coach is a beast. They're killing people, dude. They smoke Davidson.
Yeah.
They smoke Davidson. Dude, they've played UNC already. I don't think they're scared of Colorado State.
Yeah. They're 3-1 right now. They've beat 3 respectable teams. Chattanooga, Richmond, Davidson. Yeah.
I would argue that at this point, South Carolina can't be considered a Power 5 level team until further notice.
Their ass. Their best
You get
player is
bo-
that guy from
Yeah.
their best player is a Citadel transfer. He's like 25.
They got Greg. They got
Yeah.
Gigi. But He'll be
He's
gone
off the
next year,
bench.
if not in the
Yeah.
NBA on another team. So, um, yeah. I like College of Charleston, dude.
Yeah, they should win
Rutgers,
that.
Rutgers Temple.
I don't know. I kind of like. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. I kind of like Temple. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, dude, Damian Dunn is like. He's just like so good.
You don't like the under?
He's so fucking good.
How do you
I
not
don't know
like the
how.
under, to be honest?
I can see that hitting. I just don't know how I can bet against a team with a guy who's literally averaging like 30 a game right now. Like, he's like. I was watching the Vanderbilt game. I think he shot I think he made like 9 3-pointers.
7 for 9, 13 for 18 from the floor, 40 points. 38
Yeah,
points.
he's ridiculous.
What do you do against Villanova, though?
22.
Nah, this
He's so
guy.
good.
The thing is, though, this game feels so much more to me like a 56-62 game.
Something
Like
like
that's
that. Yeah, it would be low scoring.
dude, but 131 seems high. It'd be a 70-61 game. That seems like a lot.
Yeah, I feel like there is a lot for these two teams.
When Temple played a good team, that was like, I mean, Vanderbilt. I don't even know what are they doing this year. Are they scoring a lot of points in every game? They
Yeah,
shot
they suck.
50% from the three.
I
Dude,
took Temple against Vanderbilt because Vanderbilt wasn't doing shit the whole year. Like, so far, it looked
dude, I
terrible.
mean, both of these teams just shot lights out. That's an unfortunate game, actually. Against Wagner. Dude, I don't know. I kind of worry. I don't know. I definitely lean under, though. Whatever. You like Temple?
Yeah, kind of. They're just a tricky team because that Villanova win, you look at it and you're like, I don't know, are they good or not? Like,
Maybe.
yeah,
Um, McNeese, Western Carolina. Um, Indiana, Xavier.
I like Xavier.
Yeah,
I
I like
got
the
I got
over.
them at I got them at 3.5. Indiana is just they
I
suck on
thought
the
it would
road.
keep going up. I thought it would keep
They're
going up, and I would be able to get like 5 points at the end of all of it because all the money just like keeps going in on Indiana.
Mhm.
It went back,
Yeah,
but they match up so well. They
yeah.
might,
Xavier returned like basically their whole team too.
yeah, but they also have Fremantle and Nungy in the middle, so it's just like it doesn't matter that you have Trace Jackson Davis if he can't make free throws and shoot a
Yeah,
jumper, like they're not going to
he's not
dominate.
gonna be able to score in the paint too often.
And I
So
I
he
guarantee you,
should be
dude,
neutralized.
just think about it like this: you see all the Ohio memes and stuff. There's nothing to do in Ohio except for go to this game right here. If you live in the city of Cincinnati, you're probably going to this basketball game tonight. So I don't
That's
know.
fair.
On Friday, the Gavin tip-off games, they're hosting it.
Oh, that place
I
is
don't
gonna
know.
be jumping.
I think it's going to be insane.
It's
I
gonna be
think
insane.
I think it'll be
Playing,
a one-sided game the whole way. Indiana makes a push, maybe wins it by one,
I think Xavier will win.
or Xavier takes it.
I just think Indiana every year just like does not meet up to expectations
Yeah,
every
I
year.
wouldn't say all that. I would just say they suck on the road, like
Like yeah,
atrocious on the road. I don't know. I I don't I don't bet on trends, but Indiana's road trends are so bad. You won't
yeah.
even think they're real.
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a everyone seems to love Big Mike, the coaching
What's
there.
it?
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
Mhm.
I don't think NBA coaches work out in college. I think Fred
Yeah,
Hoiberg sucks.
look at Fred Hoiberg.
Yeah, Fred Hoiberg sucks. I'm not a fan. But I mean that kid that they have, Jalen Hood Schifino, is that how you say it? Schnifno? Schifino?
If I think it's Shafina. Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
If that dude can shoot, he's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
He looks like Anthony Edwards running around out there. Like he's just built like that. But he's 0 for 5 from 3 against Bethune Cookman. 2 for 8 from the field. But he's 8, 8, and 5.
It's solid. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Still, I just think like Xavier returns a lot of like senior guards.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
think
not
they'll
really
be ready.
worried.
They'll be ready for this game.
Yeah.
Like,
I like Adam Kunkel too. He was good last year. He's the reason they won that NIT, in my opinion.
yeah,
And then this UTEP kid, this is who I was looking at.
yeah. They got
Sully
I saw
Boone.
that.
This is who like flipped my opinion because he's a
He was a
senior guard. He
he was a
scores, he
beast.
passes, and he's sufficient. And I mean, he's averaging 2 steals a game, 1.7 turnovers. Like he's having a great season. So I don't know. I'm not betting against the team with 3 senior guards, or like basically 2 centers. 2 big men, and then
Yeah.
they got 2 dudes off the bench who play significant minutes for him. So Indiana on the road, not where I'm putting my money.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Baylor, Virginia.
Baylor, Virginia.
I
like
like Baylor
Baylor.
tonight.
I like Baylor. I just don't know what to do. Last night I literally liked Baylor so much I was about to just lock it in because I was like the line's gonna be like 8 when you wake up. This is a steal. Is Jaden Gardner like playing? I don't tune into Virginia games. I watch replays at best. I'm not watching these games.
I honestly, like, up until a few days ago, I didn't even know Virginia was ranked. I didn't know they had like.
No, dude, they're nice. No.
Nice.
Don't get it twisted. This team's really good. This team's very good.
Franklin's good, yeah.
Bro, they got Vanderplas. Remember from the tournament with the kid from Ohio? They're from Ohio. Who was that? Jason Preston. Remember that run?
Yeah.
I was there for that when everyone saw. I was at Lucas Oil Stadium watching Missouri, Oklahoma, in the tournament, and I looked up at the scoreboard, and everyone sees that Ohio upset Virginia.
Who did they play?
Virginia?
Who?
Did they upset Virginia?
Oh yeah, they did. They upset Virginia. I remember that.
That's ironic.
So I was like,
that's ironic.
I was like, oh my god, no way Virginia's got upset again in the tournament. I remember that.
So Virginia was pissed off and went out and took their player.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like Baylor in this one. I think their offense is just so good. It's so good. And
my thing was, so I'll just read you this. KenPom has Virginia 6, Baylor 5. So a lot closer than the AP poll. Virginia is 10th on offense, 10th on defense. Baylor 3 on offense, 17 on defense. Baylor 66th in tempo. Virginia 363rd.
I was really about to. Virginia plays so slow.
Yeah, strength of schedule is pretty much even at the back end. Terrible, but here's what I wanted to point out. If you go on KenPom and click on Virginia, one of their 61.4 effective field goal percentage. That's good for 9th in the country. But on defense, 3-point percentage, 36.7%, 256th in the country. The D1 average is 32.8 this year. So what this whole scouting report that KenPom draws up tells me is that Virginia is literally good at everything except for 3-point shooting. And I wouldn't want to be betting on that team against LJ Cryer.
Yeah.
And Adam Flagler. Like, what if they hit 2 in a row to start the game? The game's over. Call it.
Like, oh shit, you're down 6. You can't hit a 3-pointer, and you play.
You play so slowly. Like,
you're one of the slowest teams in the country. Like, I don't know how you're gonna be able to keep up with them. Like,
but what I do worry about is Baylor comes out and they don't turn it over, and they cause a lot of turnovers. They're 7th in the country in 2-point percentage, and 74th in the country in 3-point percentage. On defense, though, I mean, they're good. Like, I just feel like that Norfolk State game kind of drags their averages down. Because Norfolk State's not like very good, but they've now played Baylor
But they're
like
not like a they're not like a pushover. I
yeah,
don't feel
they've played
like.
Baylor like 3 times in 3 years, I feel like. Because
Yeah.
they played them in the tournament, and I feel like they played them before they played in the tournament too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Baylor is 5th in the country in turnover percentage on defense. Like I don't know. I don't know how Virginia wins this game, but
I feel like
I have no idea why Jaden Gardner's not playing. So I don't really know what that means for like the outlook of this game. Like let's say he plays like 35 minutes. Because he's played 18 minutes and averaged 6 and 7. But last year this guy played, let's see, 32.7 minutes and he was 15 and 6. So why is he like not playing? Is he hurt? I don't know. But
I don't
I
know.
would say this: if the way that the stats show up for me now are any indication of like who's going to be on the floor and playing and everything, Armani Franklin or Armand, right? Armand Franklin, yeah.
Yeah.
When this dude was on Indiana, I didn't think he was very good, and I thought he kind of just got a lot of credit for being like the beneficiary of Trace Jackson Davis being like double teamed every play.
Mm-hmm.
So when he went to UVA, I was like not excited. He shot 39% from the field last year, but I was just looking at some of his games for Virginia when they played like better team. And I remember last year that no one even talks about Virginia basketball. And it was kind of because they only had this guy and Jaden Gardner. And that was not good. Like
Yeah.
he didn't show up in any of those games. He got locked down, honestly. Like he was shooting
Mm-hmm.
like, and if you look at him, like some of them he's shooting like 25% and he's scoring
Yeah. I
9 points and
remember.
they're losing by 12. I don't think they're gonna get blown out ever this
Were
year though.
were they in the NIT last year?
Virginia,
Okay. I feel like I watched a game he
I
played
think
in.
they lose round 1.
Yeah,
I feel like they did.
something like that.
I'm not sure. No, they were in the. No, they weren't. They weren't in the tournament. They were in
No,
the.
they weren't good. I don't think they were that good that last year.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I like Baylor and the under.
Yeah. I like Baylor.
I think they're underrating Baylor's defense, and I think this could be like a 71 to like 58 game. If this goes poorly for the Cavaliers, I don't know. They also haven't
It,
played. They haven't played in a while. They haven't
yeah.
played in a week, so I'm nervous
Mhm.
about them. But Duke minus 23 against Delaware, laying the
Um,
lumber.
probably. Yeah. I mean,
Jameer Nelson Jr. Is this real?
what?
Asher,
Delaware
is
guy?
this real? Is this real? You're telling me that's not Jameer Nelson's son?
Is it?
It has
I'm
to be,
looking it
right?
up. I'm looking.
I'm
I mean,
looking it
like,
up. You tell me if you
in
find anything.
Jameer Nelson. Yeah, it's his
It's his
son.
son.
God,
That's
that's
awesome.
actually
Who knew?
crazy. It's actually
Yeah.
crazy how like and that kind of makes me like I don't want to sound it kind of makes me feel old because I feel like I remember
Yeah.
I
I
don't
remember
remember like
watching
not a long
Jameer
time
Nelson
ago
and thinking he
watching
was young.
Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard fuck shit up and I was like 8 years old for Orlando and now the guy has a fucking son playing college basketball like it's insane. He's only 40.
Oh wow.
Like,
Whatever,
Jameer
man.
Nelson was that guy.
Jameer Nelson Jr. is that guy. He's averaging 18.
Jeez.
I mean, Delaware State lost to Air Force. They blew out some bums and lost to Nova by. Oh no, that was last year. So,
That's Delaware State. We're talking about Delaware.
oh my
Delaware lost to
god,
Air Force.
this line might be a steal now that I really look at it. Think about what Kentucky just did off their loss. Like they just blow off steam on these teams, dude.
Yeah, I like Duke. I think they should win by
I
like
think I might like
35.
Duke a lot more than I thought I did.
Duke will win like 30 minimum, probably.
Yeah, dude. I might. I don't know. I'll have to look at it a little more. What do they have Delaware State at? Is this just Delaware or is it Delaware?
It's
This is
just
just
Delaware. Yeah.
163rd in offense, 205th in defense, 191st in tempo. Yeah. This is a huge step in competition, don't you think?
Air Force is trash.
Air Force is trash. I was gonna say, what's Air Force do?
They're
They
terrible.
just lost to
they
Air Force.
they
Air
lost
Force is
to
258. How are they so
Air
high
Force?
then?
I think they either lost or almost lost to like some really bad school. It was like Texas A&M, like Commerce. Let me look.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, they lost to Texas A&M Commerce. Like, who the fuck is that? That's bad.
Dude, I'm riding this Delaware State. This Delaware Duke game. That seems like a good bet, dude. I mean, I'm just saying, based on the value and what I think Duke's gonna be pissed. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna skip some of these boofers. Maine, Columbia, by the way. Maine, Columbia. Hear me out. I'm not taking this, and I don't advise anyone to take this. Maine alternate spread. Take Maine to like kill them.
Wow.
Columbia is
really bad.
Columbia's really bad.
They're really bad.
This year especially, they're going to be really bad.
They lost to Sacred Heart. It's pretty embarrassing.
No, they're going to lose a lot of games like that, though.
Yeah.
At -4 against Campbell, actually. I mean, I'm not going to bet on that, but didn't Campbell just lose? Like Campbell just lost their best player to us.
Campbell. They lost to NC State by 6. I mean, I don't know.
I think that game was kind of a fluke, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen too often. I think they're really good.
They're not as good as years past.
Not Campbell. Not Campbell. NC State.
NC
UCF,
State,
Oklahoma State.
I like the under a lot. I think this is two teams that they preach defense. This game's gonna be like 60-50. And it's at 133.
Yeah. I like it. I also like UCF.
A 6. I think
Dude,
UCF's solid.
6.5, dude.
They're solid.
Dude,
Good
I thought losing
team.
Darren Green would make them so bad, but I guess they just kind of reinvented it.
It's funny.
Right?
It's funny they shit on FSU.
Do they still just shoot threes like every time?
Who?
No, they're done with the 3-point thing. Remember last year how they played? They would just like literally come down the court and shoot immediately.
Yeah.
I guess they got away from that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like the under though. I'm with you. I think that's the better bet. I'm scared of Oklahoma State this year. Now they have something to play for.
I don't think they're that good, to be honest.
Really?
I don't know.
I think they look pretty good though.
I'm not that high on them. I mean, they killed someone. They killed Oakland. But
dude,
that's not saying much.
It's the Avery Anderson Musa Cisse combo. That's what gets me.
Musa Cisse's there now. Dude, how many teams that guy played?
He's been there.
Wait,
he was at Memphis 2 years ago.
Yeah,
he came here
I was
last
thinking
year.
Of Memphis. I did not know he was there last year. I thought he was on.
So
Memphis.
He's averaging 9 and 10. Maybe he finally gets it together, but he's good. I mean, he's going to be the defensive player of the year in the Big 12. Like I think everyone knew that coming into the year.
Yeah, 3 blocks a game.
3.3 now. But I think they're actually pretty good. You know, Caleb Boone sucks. I'll stand by it. His brother's better, and his brother's gone. But they just give this guy like an unbelievable amount of chances to prove himself for some reason. But John Michael Wright, High Point transfer. Not jumping off the page. Bryce Thompson, though, he was good for them. I feel like he was promising. So, I mean, I like this team more than I like UCF's team, but UCF seems to just play way better.
They play both. I mean, both teams just play good defense. So,
yeah,
I think that's what matters at the end of the day.
Charlotte, Tulsa. Charlotte will probably kick their ass because it's a miracle season for them.
They prove you wrong.
Yeah, I guess, dude. Penn, West Virginia. I'm all over
Um,
West Virginia, honestly. Like I'm taking it. I can't get away
I
from
can
it.
see that.
Dude, look at these last 3 games for Penn. Not to say that this determines anything, but they lost by 6 to Towson. And I watched Towson yesterday. Oh, they're so grody, dude. They only
Awesome
have
or
they
Penn.
only have Timberlake. That's the whole team. It's this kid, Nicholas Timberlake, man. He's back. He's doing it again. He had averaged 14 last year. He's averaging 21 this year. He had 23 points against them.
Oh, is that the white kid?
Yeah. And then they got this
I
this young man, Cameron Holden.
I
But
like
when
Towson. I had them against UMass. They look pretty good. They've been good. They've been consistent
dude, they played
lately.
UNCG yesterday, and it literally looked like high school basketball. It was so awful. My impression of them was just so terrible. Towson was 3 for 16 from three, 22 for 52 from the field. They held
Jeez.
UNCG to 28.6 field goal percentage and a 32% field goal percentage from three, and they lost the game. Or they won the game by 3 and probably should have lost the game. But Nicholas Timberlake has a dagger. But anyway, West Virginia, so underrated. She's so underrated.
Yeah,
Why they aren't ranked, I couldn't tell you.
I like
They
that.
should be ranked.
15 and a half. It's a
Bro,
solid
Penn
bet.
is awful. And
Yeah.
this offense is doing them no favors, dude. Just because you can score on Towson and Missouri does not convince me at all.
They scored 64 in Jacksonville for their first win.
Yeah,
They had
I just
50 against Iona.
dude,
Iona's
Missouri is like
pretty
an entirely brand new roster. So you come out and play them first game of the year and cut it close, like that's awesome. Love it for the sport, but like
good.
this is literally a completely different team than last year, ish. Well, can't say that, but they lost their best player and brought in like a new best player. So I don't think that Nick Honor's very good, but I'm not like a fan. Demoy Hodges, this guy from Cleveland State. I mean, that's a whole new team, right? West Virginia,
Yeah.
kind of a new team,
They
not a
lost
new
what's his
coach.
name? They lost
Jalen Bridges,
yeah, then there's someone else. What's his
Oscar
name?
Shibwe,
Nah. Is it his last name like Sherman?
Taz Sherman.
Yeah. Where did
Taz
he
was
go?
nice.
Did he just graduate?
Yeah, I think so. Dude, I don't know. I still think their team's really good. Trey Mitchell is now a West Virginia Mountaineer. If you don't, you know who that is?
I've heard the name. Oh,
He was like really highly recruited to UMass. Like he was like one of the higher recruits for UMass, and it was supposed to be a big deal. He wasn't very good. Like he
what do you mean?
was.
He averaged like 18 a game. There.
Well, he went to Texas, dude. He wasn't very good.
Yeah.
When he
And then he
played in
wasn't good.
P5, he wasn't very good. No, like no one's gonna draft him out of UMass unless UMass was good that year or something.
Yeah.
But Texas 8-4. I don't know. Texas was kind of bad last year though. But West Virginia, new life for him. He's averaging 14 again. I think he's actually really good. I think he's just smarter now. But yeah. Emmett Matthews is back. Still a long wing. Then they brought in these brothers. Eric Stevenson from South Carolina. And then Kendrian Johnson. He's just playing defense. I don't know. I like this team. And they have Joe Tucson from Iowa to play backup point guard. And that makes me so much more comfortable putting my money in their hands.
Yeah.
Because I think he can
See
just
that.
handle the ball at least. I don't know. A huggy defense versus, in my opinion, a team that's going to finish maybe bottom 4, which is
No.
super embarrassing. If you finish in the bottom half of the Ivy League, like
Yeah,
get it
that's bad.
together. Yeah, get it together. Yale,
Yeah,
Harvard,
West.
Cornell, Princeton. That's my top 4 in the order they are now. Ironically, on ESPN: Brown, Columbia, Dartmouth, Penn. The bottom 4.
Yeah, Columbia is probably the worst.
Columbia is probably the worst.
Then
Penn's
Dartmouth.
probably. I would say Penn's worse than Dartmouth. Dartmouth had a competitive game against someone. Bryant. They lost by 19 to Bryant. They lost by 14 to Fordham. That's like actual competition. And then they lost in a really competitive game to Quinnipiac. So, I mean, all these teams are terrible. But moral of the story: West Virginia. I'm
18 and
giving
a
that.
half.
Yeah, I'm giving that a little star. But
Looking, I
Vanderbilt,
like.
Morehead State.
I don't know. I want to touch it. Not really
You a
feeling that
Lipscomb?
game.
You a Lipscomb guy today?
I kind of like. I'm not. I wouldn't take it, but I would. A wager on Bucknell plus 12 and a half wouldn't be a bad wager against
Is Georgia
Georgia.
that bad?
They're pretty
Think
bad.
Georgia's that bad?
I don't.
Where's
I
this
mean, they're
game?
not.
No, that's in
It's in
Georgia.
Athens. It's in
Yeah, they don't
Athens.
care. They don't care.
Yeah,
It's football time.
that's what I'm saying. I think
I
Bucknell
don't
keeps. I think Bucknell keeps it within reason.
I don't know if you have this Murray State game on near you,
I
but
don't.
my God, man, 6-4, 14 minutes left. Absolute thriller. 6-4 Murray State.
I have
LU.
Fur. I
There
have
we go.
Furman.
You ended up taking Furman.
Yeah, and they're down by 5. They're fine. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
shooting. Old Dominion's shooting 7 for 11 from the field right now. So actually that used to mean something to me until last night when Arizona State shot 60% throughout the whole game.
dude,
So now I don't know what
I,
to think.
I saw a stat, but I don't know if it held up. That Texas shot the highest percentage on jump shots in a college basketball game between like AP ranked teams or something like top whatever teams. I
Like
don't know
ever.
if that held up. Yeah, but I'd be interested if
I
that's
mean,
true.
the Gonzaga game, yeah. Dude,
Like the
yeah,
highest
they
percentage
like
on jump shots.
they made a lot of shots that game.
Bro, I
Like
I I think like I feel like that game was a little fluky. I don't know. I'm still not like I'm less sold on Gonzaga than I am sold on Texas in a way. But I still
because I
think
mean
Gonzaga's good.
Texas they'll be Texas will be Texas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
They'll
always seem
still
to
end
under
up being not good somehow.
yeah, somehow with that roster.
Yeah.
Hmm. Mine plus 11 and a half.
Yeah. I mean,
That's Clemson.
sorry. I'm skipping down here. Davidson -2 against South Carolina. Staying away from both of those teams.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm nervous about both of them.
Kansas minus 21 and a half against Southern Utah.
I don't know. You don't think Southern Utah can score enough? That's what I was saying earlier. Can they not score enough points to keep it within
Yeah, I
21 and
mean,
a
here's the
half?
thing. They lost to New Mexico by 8. And since then they've played against 3 Division 2 teams. So, but they put up like 100, 117, 91, and 126. So does that mean much? No, probably not.
They
But
put up 81 against New Mexico.
they're not bad.
They
Actually, I should I now that I think of it, like Southern Utah wouldn't be that bad of a bet because Kansas they're
New
riding high
Mexico's
off
the
that
117th team in the country, dude. On KenPom, they're 3-0.
Kansas. Yeah, Kansas is riding high off that Duke win. Maybe they just like don't give a shit about this game. And
Damn, bro, New Mexico's good. They got Jalen House and Jamal Mashburn Jr., dude. Oh my God, high school super team.
wasn't Mashburn was there last year? Was he?
Yeah. Dude, holy shit. Who is this? Morris Udizi from Wichita State. So you're telling me they brought in a dude from Kansas City? I can't believe people accept transfers from that school.
Did they cover against
Yeah, they cover
Kansas
every
State?
time, man. They cover every time.
Yeah.
But Dude, holy shit. Jalen House is averaging 20. Do you remember him? From
Um,
it was him and Javon Blackshear from Grand Canyon. They were on Shadow Mountain together in high school.
no.
Whatever. It was like a high school super team, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like anything in that game. That's kind of like the Auburn game to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it either.
Texas Southern is gonna cover. I just feel it, but I don't know. I don't want to. I'm skipping
Florida State.
now.
I
How
got
far
them
down
at
is
seven.
that?
I got them at 7.5.
Where is that? Am I?
8 o'clock.
Hold on. You're skipping good games though.
Am I? Or I mean, like, what?
South
Like,
Alabama, Oklahoma.
oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
You don't like
Um,
South Alabama?
I took them like actually I like that. Although here's the thing, I had them plus 10.5 at home against Alabama and they covered that, but now they're in Oklahoma, so I
I
don't know
think
what's
Alabama is so much better than Oklahoma that
but like
you just like even
yeah,
justify it
like
in my
what's up
head.
what's Oklahoma's deal this year? Like what they got going on? They lost to Sam Houston. Did Sam Houston win last night?
Yeah. I think they won outright.
I took them plus like 10. So yeah.
Yeah, they won. They won by 10. Reverse the spread.
Oh, that's funny.
See, I said it. I was like, I like Utah, but I just feel like they're Sam Houston's gonna win.
Dude, this Oklahoma team is not inspiring much confidence in
UNC
me.
UNCW shot 9% from three, 2 for 21, 20 for 57 from the floor.
I don't know. I don't like this
I'm not a
team.
fan of this Oklahoma team. You're kidding
I
me, right?
don't I, like Grant Sherfield, like he's okay. You got Tanner Groves, who I feel like has been there for 8 years.
I
I don't know,
just
he's only been there for 2. He's been in college basketball for a
Dude,
while.
Grant Sherfield comes over. So you're basically telling me that they just invested their entire season into Grant Sherfield and Jalen Hill because Tanner Groves is always going to be what he is. I don't.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know. Is his brother gone?
No, he's there. Jacob,
I don't see him.
he's there. He's averaging like 60 games this
Oh,
year.
there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah. All right. Well,
I
I'll
would
tell you
take
right
South
now.
Alabama.
I like South Alabama. I think that they've put themselves to the test, and that's going to bode very well for them.
I actually like their team.
Me
Like
too. I think
watching
this
them,
Kevin Samuels dude is good.
he's a fucking monster. He's huge.
Yeah,
And
he
they
is
got
just
this
like
guy.
huge.
They got this guard from like Division 2. Well, I forgot what his name was. I'm trying to find it. Isaiah Moore. This guy, he's 6'1", but he plays like a center. He literally, like, bro, he would literally like go into the paint with uh like like the biggest guy in Alabama and just post him up and then just score right over. Like you should have seen it. Like
Dude, I'm in.
Isaiah Moore.
I like South Alabama.
Oh, I saw that.
Will I bet on it? Depends on what I'm doing at 6 o'clock, to be honest with you. But yeah, South Alabama. I mean, they lost a close game against New Mexico. Covered the spread against Alabama.
Yeah,
I like it. Florida State.
I
You
like
said you like.
FSU. I think they're just like I got it at 7.5. I just think like they're 0-3 and they're at home and they're playing against their rival, I guess. So Florida. I feel like they gotta get something going. Like 7.5 at home. I'll take that any day of the week. For a team that's just due to win a game. Like, come on.
I saw like forgot who it was. I read something. It was like in the past matchups of Florida State, whoever wins, they just beat the
Every
shit out of
game
them.
has been decided by double digits, I think. Something like that. I saw that. I saw that. Which leads me to believe that Florida State will win this game. Because I don't like this Florida team at all. And do I like this Florida State team? Absolutely not. But I'd rather just take the team that's 0-3 at home and probably due to win a game. So
I'm not a fan of either of these rosters, but I'll tell you, I'm a fan of Colin Castleton. So
you're what? Are you said you're not a fan, or you're a fan of
fan
Colin
of Colin
Castleton?
Castleton.
I like him. He's pretty good.
He's gonna be
Beast.
he's gonna be a good player for college.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I just know nothing about any of these dudes for Florida State except for Darren Green, Cameron Fletcher, Caleb Mills. And I'm not a fan of any of those three. Matthew Cleveland, not a fan.
He's
I think
fucking
Jalen
awful.
I think Jalen
Terrible.
Worley like could have been good, but he just like is on a team that like can't let him be good. And then
Mhm.
Naheem McLeod. Why do they even waste a scholarship on this guy anymore? I don't know.
I don't know.
But he's just 7'4" for no reason. I don't like either of these teams, especially.
They should still have John Butler, but he's an idiot. He left.
I don't know. You think the Florida State fans pack the house?
Yeah. If I was a Florida State student, I would probably be at this game tonight. Friday
Well, that's
night.
just. I feel like that might be just you.
Oh man. Ask
I
Trent
mean,
if he's going.
Trent is not going. I know that. I don't know. Here, it just fills up regardless. I don't know about there, especially recently.
No.
0-3.
Very-
But it is Florida.
But you got to think it's like you got to think you're going to win at some point. Just
Yeah.
keep going to the games.
Michigan State, Villanova.
Actually, I like the game above that, Boston College, Jordan Mason. I like the under. Yeah, I think Boston College is this game strikes me. This strikes me as like a 60, 64, 60 George Mason win, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know enough. I watched the Boston College game, and I think that'll be it for me for the year. So, go to
Villanova.
Villanova, Michigan State.
I like Nova. I think now it's time to fade Michigan State.
If Cam Whitmore's not playing, I don't like him. I'm waiting for him to get back to put a chunk of my money on Villanova because I think when he comes back, they're good. Like seriously good.
When's he coming back?
I think it's soon. It wasn't even supposed to be like a long injury, but I think it was like a hand. Forgot.
I'm looking at the news. He got thumb surgery a month ago.
Yeah, a thumb.
For real, just grow up and play, man.
I mean, I don't know. No Justin Moore, no Cam Whitmore. I don't want to put my money on them yet. I like the under, but
Yeah, that's a solid bet.
It was at 132 yesterday. Yeah, 132. 130 and a half. I like it. I think that's probably the best.
I think Dixon and Daniels can just do enough to keep this within a number. I think Michigan State, they lost by 1 to Gonzaga and they just beat Kentucky. I feel like now it's like I think everyone's just gonna go and bet on them. And I think now it's the time to, take Villanova with the points.
They're not giving you many though. Actually, they're giving you 7 points.
I feel like I think it's reasonable, but I feel like this should be a close game, in my opinion.
They're really bad on offense.
Nova.
They're like 60 against Delaware is kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it is pretty bad. Well, he had 81 on the sound. So
Yeah. UNC Wilmington, UConn.
I would take UConn in that 18 and a
I'm
half.
probably gonna take UConn. I'm a huge fan of UConn, honestly.
You're a UConn
I've been a
enthusiast.
UConn guy, dude. Because dude, oh my god, I love who they brought in, dude. Tristan Newton. If you don't know about him yet, he's from ECU. This dude had a triple double in a game like 3 days ago. They played Buffalo, and he had a ridiculous stat line. I forgot what he had.
22,
22,
11,
10,
and
and 11.
11 and 10, and 4 steals.
4 steals in only 3 turnovers.
That's
He
freaky.
literally had the ball for every second of that game. It was
That's
so
freaky.
impressive. 36 minutes on the floor. But Adama Sanogo, beast. This Alex Caravan dude is humongous. He is so long. Like he just gets the ball like, every time. I don't know.
Freshman.
Dude, they have a 7-1 freshman who's the exact. He just goes and gets the ball. And then Joey Calcaterra. They brought him over from San Diego. He's a straight shooter. He's a bucket, honestly. And then let's see, who's coming back still? So Jordan Hawkins will be back. Where's Andrew Jackson? Is he just not on a stats thing because he hasn't played? Or Andre Jackson?
Yeah, he hasn't
Yeah,
played.
he's just not on the stats thing because he hasn't played.
Yeah,
But he'll be back, and I expect him to be a lot better than he was last year. So I would honestly look for this UConn team to be better than last year's because Tristan Newton is better than RJ Cole.
yeah.
So
I didn't like her.
Yeah.
I never liked RJ Cole.
I never thought RJ Cole just couldn't score. When you needed him to score, he had to shoot a 3. So it was just sketchy. I liked Alabama last night at 20, but they're starting to stretch it for me. But
Yeah, I don't like Alabama. I don't like that team. So I just wouldn't like. I wouldn't like laying a big number like that.
I'm honestly a pretty big fan of Alabama. I think they're gonna be really good. I think that the Longwood win is what it is. I think Longwood is, kind
they're
of
solid
just,
over here.
yeah. I mean, that's Long Beach, or like
No, Longwood. They weren't bad last year. They almost won their conference. I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, I don't know. We can go past. I'm probably not even gonna play it. You like
Grand
Illinois,
Canyon.
right?
Oh, I love
You're out in Grand
Illinois.
Canyon?
I don't know. Yeah, I
I don't
wouldn't
know.
touch that game.
Yeah, I don't know how to say anything about that game. I haven't watched Grambling
Yeah.
or Grand Canyon yet. Illinois, UCLA. You're on Illinois, right?
Yeah, I'm all over. I have them winning. But sure, if you want to take the 4 points, go ahead and take it. I think UCLA is just overrated.
I don't.
I'm so big in
Unfortunately.
Illinois. I'm so big in Illinois. I just
Me
love that. I
too.
love that team. I love that team so much.
I don't know. In my history of looking at college basketball, when the point guard of one team is a freshman and the point guard of the other team is a senior, it's usually not a good combo. But I don't know. Jaden Epps looks like the real deal, and he might have to start. So, I mean, this lineup might end up being incredibly weird. And Dane Danger and Coleman Hawkins are going to be the twin towers with Sky Clark and Jaden Epps, and that's about all they got. But I mean, yeah, Matthew Meyer's gonna have to come off the bench because he stinks. If he's just gonna shoot 1 for 5 from 3, that's not very respectable.
He'll get there. He'll get there. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's kind of just getting integrated.
They have Terrence Shannon.
Yeah, Terrence Shannon's a beast.
He is a beast.
Good
He had
defender
30
too.
last game.
I just think UCLA is scary. Basically the best on one of the best on paper rosters you can have, So it's like Kentucky, where like I didn't bet on Michigan State or Kentucky, but like I didn't want to bet against Kentucky, but I kind of knew that Kentucky might not cover that game, so I just go back and forth. but I honestly think that the under is like an insane value. 145.5 is a lot
Yeah.
of points. So
Mhm. That
I don't
is a
know.
lot.
Two teams that haven't played competition yet. Maybe it starts slow. Just
Mhm. I can see that.
starts slow enough to give me the under. I also just no way these teams just light it up from three on each other. They're both competent
Yeah.
defensively. Above that,
I think
uh,
besides Meyer, who I mean, he should be making his threes, but he's not. Coleman Hawkins is probably their best shooter,
uh, you
I'd
wouldn't.
say.
I don't know. You wouldn't say Jaden Epps is their best shooter at this point? Maybe even
And
Terrence
Coleman
Shannon. I
Hawkins,
know. I know Terrence
yeah,
Shannon's not a good shooter, but he's cold. Like when he gets hot, he's hot, and you can't break him.
Hawkins had that, and he had like an insane. Yeah, he shot 5 for 8 against Eastern Illinois in the first game of the season.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just once he's hot, and there's no
Yeah.
stopping him.
Mhm.
I don't know. Epps from three, man. Epps from three, definitely looking good. 5 for 9, 2 for 5, 0 for 2.
Yeah.
First game ever, he goes 0 for 2. Second game, he goes 2 for 5. Third game, he goes 5 for 9. Maybe next game he goes perfect. So I don't know. IMG guy, born for it. Dane Danger, Baylor guy, born for it. Terrence Shannon, he's been that guy, just can't stay on the court. Coleman Hawkins is just long. Sky Clark is. I don't know what Sky Clark's going to be, but he looks so good when he plays. So I'd
Yeah,
just be surprised if he's not good. Matthew
he's
Meyer
gonna be
sucks,
good.
but hopefully Matthew Meyer picks it up because I like him.
You know, I think this is the game. He picks it up. I think he comes off the bench.
He's played them too.
I think he comes off the bench. They get him the ball. He makes like 2 threes to start the game off. Comes off the bench and just like drills 2 threes immediately and gets it going. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I think he can step up and win them the game for sure.
Mhm.
But I
He's
also
been on
think
the stage many times.
he's played them. He's
Yeah.
seen UCLA,
Hmm.
Boise State, Loyola, Chicago.
I like Boise State. Dude, this
I
Loyola
just think they
Chicago
both
team
suck.
after last night, dude, I don't know. I don't like that. That team's just not that good anymore.
I actually think that the over under should be like 110 points. I would go at the under at 125 and
Yeah,
a half. I think this would
125.
be like
That's
a
low,
50
but
to 52, bro.
that's low, but like still, it's two shitty offenses and two good defenses.
50 to 52. That's my score prediction based on this line. And I think Boise State takes it, not Loyola Chicago.
I don't like this. I don't like this Loyola Chicago team at all. I think it's
Oh,
trash.
no shot. DePaul, Santa Clara.
Uh, DePaul,
Yeah.
Santa Clara, they kind of blow. Right. They have that. They have this one insane guy. It's like this like mixed, maybe white kid. I don't know. Brandon Pod Simiski.
I'm
He
on
has dreads, but he looks as white as me. I don't know what his deal is there. I think he's mixed.
uh I mean, I don't know. I don't care. I won money on DePaul already.
Mhm.
I think Santa
Yeah.
Clara is a team that I want to wait on. Just because any team that loses like their best player and kind of retools the lineup, I wait on. Because like um Arizona State lost their like one of their best players, retooled, brought in a bunch of dudes, and I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about them even after the Michigan game, but that's besides the point. Uh, I guess none of these games are really on TV. I want to just do USC.
I would take the under in that because I feel like USC under is trying to be a wagon this year.
You
They
guys
suck.
stink.
Their offense is just terrible. Bro,
So is Mount
59
St.
to
Mary's, bro.
59, 57 against Vermont. Like, come on.
Not on it. Don't
I
want
wouldn't
anything
touch
to
that
do with
game.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
let's just get out of college basketball and
Mhm.
roll
Move on
roll
to
the NHL game.
the NHL game. It's the Cucks game. I was waiting for this.
I was gonna.
Kings Canucks. The Cucks.
I was, I was gonna leave it alone. I don't know.
touch this with a 10-foot
I feel like
pole.
you can win a bet.
I don't. Yeah.
Who in their right mind bet on them to go to Buffalo and win? Who do you think that person was that cashed that bet? I'd be interested.
What?
I bet every single ticket that every casino gave out with a Canucks money line at Buffalo. I bet that person lived in Vancouver. All of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the Kings. Minus 105. Vancouver's not very good at home, to say the least. But I don't know why the
I would
Kings
take
aren't
the
taking by
over.
more.
I would take the over at 6.5. I kind of like that.
I feel like the Kings like never hit the over. 3-1,
Really?
6-5, 4-3. So that's 1 and 2, but then 2-1, 1-0. I don't know.
I guess they're
They
just
played Edmonton and
inconsistent.
went 3-1.
Yeah.
I don't know. You go to Calgary and you play competitive, you're in for a shootout, it seems like. They also had like an insane first period in that game and then just nothing. Yeah,
Mhm.
4-2 in the first period. Rest of the game score was 2-3 Kings. Still insane, but you know.
I feel like I could see a lot of goals being scored in this game. Like
See if my brother's
like
getting on.
5-3 type of game.
See if we can get my brother on. He's in on the Maction again.
There's action tonight.
There's always Maction.
They took the night off last night.
It's honestly a problem.
Is there? No, there's wait, no, there was some last night. Wait, what's the date today? It's Friday. No, there's no match. There's
Oh, it's not Maction.
it's
Conference
action.
USA.
It's
Oh yeah,
action.
American. Yeah, Caction. Wait, is it? It's just the American. It's just the American.
I think it's just the
Yeah,
American. Yeah,
it's the action.
action.
But then we get some Mountain West.
Tulsa. And then you got San Diego's dude. I mean, like, why would you ever bet on any of these games? These are really bad. If forced to pick, I would take San Diego State minus 14.5 against New Mexico. Actually, I would just take the under 36. That's so low, but like New Mexico's
What's the
terrible.
under this game?
Huh?
Hold on, I'm sending my brother a Zoom link really quick. All right, let's look. Ohio, not Ohio. New Mexico is 2-8 on the year. 3-6-1 against the spread. And they allow 357 yards per game. So their defense isn't even like. No, it's pretty. Bro, these guys couldn't score a point if their life depended on it.
Yeah. Dude, their quarterback is this guy from Kansas. He's a midget. He's small as shit. Their offense is literally just like
Who are you to talk, buddy?
okay, shut up. Football wise, yeah, he's small. Miles Kendrick. Okay. I'm not the one, I'm not saying I'd be a quarterback in college. So
Man sees computer for the first time. No, it's just straight static. Oh my god. Sounded bass boosted. Yeah. The San Diego State quarterback situation is still weird to me.
Dude, was he like a safety last year?
I don't know, but it's like the end of the
Maiden.
year. It's like the end of the year, and to put it into like simple terms, like why is San Diego State like a decent school? Like how they're running. You sound bass boosted.
Big static.
Yeah, he's base boosted. I don't know. We're losing him. We don't know. But San Diego State having, I don't know. They had 3 quarterbacks play at some point this year.
I think
Oh.
Madden's their main guy. Yeah. Pretty sure.
Is he the guy to bring him home? I don't know. I don't know. How many games did Burmeister end up lasting? When he played us, I was like, this guy's embarrassing. Braxton.
All right, is it better now?
Yeah.
Cool. So what are we talking about?
You got anything?
I have one that is tasty. Throw the wife and children on it. And then the other one is like a 1 unit maybe. So the first one, if you want to go look at the Tulsa games, they're playing USF, Southern Florida. You see what I think the over is at 58 last time I checked. But
57.5.
57.5, whatever. I bought it down half a point. I think that's what my book had it at. Yeah, the big kind of thing here is that USF's defense is beyond horrendous. They are so like Swiss cheese that San Diego's a pretty balanced offense. Like they can throw the ball, they run the ball. They're gonna run for 120 in each game they win. They're gonna throw for 220 in each game they win. Like they're not super complicated. USF had allowed, I think it was 495 yards against, or excuse me. Oh wait, I'm looking at San Diego. Let me pull up the other game real quickly.
SMU,
Yeah,
right?
so
Mordecai
no,
made him look
so-
silly.
Excuse me. So Tulsa gave up almost 500 rushing yards to Navy, knowing that Navy was only going to run the ball. And that's basically the situation USF finds themselves in. Their only offensive weapon is the running attack. Their quarterback just got like severely injured last week. They have a new guy. Their passing attack
Who?
already sucked.
Who's the
South
quarterback who
Florida.
got hurt? Gary Bohannon?
I don't know.
Is that his name?
I
Bro,
don't know.
True story. I saw this dude, Gary Bohannon, at lacrosse practice one time.
Yeah, it's Gary
Because
Bohannon, but
dude's
dude's like on IR.
He was
what?
transferring schools and he was practicing at the Sportsplex. I saw him
Yes.
with like a bunch
Is he
of
from
App State
Charlotte?
football players. No, he's from Arkansas, it says. I guess he was just working out here or something. He was with a bunch of dudes from App State, so maybe he was looking to transfer to App State. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. But cool. So that's the South Florida side. They're gonna run all over Tulsa. So if you want to look at I believe I literally just had this conversation with Joel. Cool. So Tulsa basically is going to torch them through the air. So Tulsa scores 34 against SMU, right? Cook them. And even though they lost, they're cooking them on offense. The reason they lost was turnovers and then their defense folded. And then they come back. They come back against Memphis and Tulane. The reason they didn't score in those two games was those are two defenses that only allow about 330 on average per game. SMU allows about 460. I don't have that pulled up in front of me. I think that was the number though. So South Florida will allow 507 yards in an average game. And looking through their schedule, there are no outliers that would have skewed that. So the long story, made short on this is pretty much Tulsa cannot stop the run, period. Their run defense is atrocious, and South Florida is serviceable. And then South Florida's defense may be the worst in Division I football. And I think Tulsa's going to cook them. Tulsa puts up a lot of yards too.
Who's the quarterback for Tulsa? Who's the real quarterback for Tulsa? Is it even decided, or do they just go back and forth every week?
Dude, it's been like a revolving door of like 3 different dudes. So the guy on there, I think
Braxton's good.
Was the guy who opened it. Braylon excuse me.
I think
things
Braylon
like Braylon Braxton.
Braxton. Yeah, I think he's better.
He has wheels, dude. Like he can run.
Dude, he can throw on the run though, and they're always on the run.
No, yeah. I just don't
I
think
think he's
like
good.
I don't even think it matters though. I just think that I think he is good enough to where he's not going to sell, and I think the USF defense is so bad that like I don't like it, if dude like if he has 2 legs and an arm, like he's got it. It's not that hard, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as the over goes, like it's just going to be a shootout the whole game. Like there will be no defense.
27
would,
degrees. It
It'll
makes
be
me worried
chilly,
about
but-
running the ball. You know, it hurts to run the ball when it's cold. But Derrick
It
Henry
hurts to
just
do
ran the ball
everything
30
when it's
times in the
cold.
cold.
Yeah, but could you
Yeah.
not make the argument that it's harder to pass in the cold? Like it just sucks to play in the cold.
1-9 versus 3-7, man.
It's a stinker, let me tell you.
I don't know. I know Memphis's defense is pretty tough, but sometimes.
Yeah. Well, the thing
Yeah,
is,
I regret
against
saying that
teams
honestly, because that's just not entirely true.
Well, against teams that have a mediocre defense, you know that it's enough to stymie Tulsa a little bit, but like Tulsa has proven that against stinkers, like they will put up 40 points, and they've done it twice now. So that's where I'm putting my money. And then the other action, or I guess Mountain West action, is that
Waction.
SDSU waction. Oh, is this whack? No, dude, this is Mountain
No.
West.
Mo action.
Waction.
Waction. Whatever. SDSU versus New Mexico. New Mexico, as far as I care, is a winless team. They have not won a game yet. And SDSU's offense is fucking rolling. They killed San Jose last week. And frankly, I would be careful. I would not bet the over-under because I don't think New Mexico is going to score more than 10 points on these guys. But at the same time, like San Diego State, they would have to come out and do what they did last week again. I don't know if the motivation's there this week because their season's over. The Mountain West Championship is decided. So
Damn.
They're playing for they qualify for a bowl game. So
They could though. Hold on.
they can get a
'cause
better
if
bowl
Fresno
game.
State loses and they win, they're in first with Fresno State.
I thought Fresno State already clinched.
Really?
Fresno State's 5-1 in the conference, 6-4 overall. SDSU's 4-2 in the conference, 6-4 overall.
Yeah, but I think doesn't Fresno State have head to head?
Fresno State beat them.
Yeah,
So-
Fresno State is
yeah.
head to head. It's already
Yeah.
clinched.
So I
This
guess
game kinda
Fresno
doesn't
State.
matter,
I guess Fresno State would have to lose out, and San Diego State would have to win out.
basically. Well,
But Fresno State plays
I don't even think it
Nevada.
would
So
matter.
you're
So
telling
it
me
doesn't
that
matter.
Boise versus Wyoming is about to be one of the most important games of the weekend. Who's getting the bowl game? Interesting.
might be how it shakes out.
I don't know.
I'm looking at the standings right now. Like Boise State is a lock pretty much. Has Boise State? Oh, so Boise State plays Wyoming this weekend.
Yeah.
So that's going to
I
be
don't
for
know.
the mountain side of the Mountain West.
I don't know. SDSU, I feel like it's just so terrible. Like the
No, they're
program.
both terrible.
But I just feel like that makes me want to take New Mexico plus 14.5 because I think that San Diego State just got all the juice out. They just scored as many points as they had.
A lot of people are saying that. This is another thing. So it's senior night for New Mexico, and they have 12 seniors in their starting lineup. So a lot of people are saying that the emotion will
The
carry them
motivation.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's such
I guess,
it's such a
this
play
is
up spot
meaningless.
for New Mexico.
It's so
Yeah.
meaningless for San
I
Diego
guess-
State too.
I guess I could see this game being like 21-10, San Diego State, maybe something like that.
Honestly, I kind of like the points.
I
if
like getting
you
the
take
14
New Mexico. Yeah.
I don't know. 14.5 just seems like a lot because even in a game that you just said that they smushed someone, they only won by 16.
True.
And it was San Jose State at home. At home versus UNLV, they win by 4. They lose the head-to-head to Fresno at Fresno. Like, these games are all decently close because there's just not enough points scored. So I
True.
don't know.
Yeah, I think the New Mexico points might be the way.
Yeah, I actually like New Mexico at the points because they went to Air Force and got
Well, New
blown out.
Mexico's
3.
defense is solid.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. When you lose
It's
to
just
Air
the-
Force, it basically just means you got ran over.
Can't stop the run. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you scared of South Dakota or
I'm not afraid of
San Diego
State's
State's
run.
run
San
game?
Diego
I don't
State's
know that I am either.
run game can hit
3.5
like
a carry?
150 yards in a game they win. But like San Diego State's not going to get you on the ground. Like
Yeah.
that's
You're
not gonna
exactly
be-
right.
Their
That's what they did
quarterback
last
is
game.
their
Like
quar-
look at their games. Look at their games. They're not going to
Yeah,
average
45
even in
for
the games they win.
157. I don't know. I like the points. I feel like you get a lot with points for I don't
For
know.
945.
What's a 15-point game look like in a 36-point over under?
That means
21 to
New Mexico scores a field
14.
goal, and then yeah.
It does?
But I think there's
No.
a really solid chance.
And the
that-
implied point total is 26 to 11.5.
Well, that's the implied, but I don't think the implied is never going to be totally accurate. I look at New Mexico's last games; they have yet to score more than 10 points. So I think San Diego State's defense. So San Diego State's defense has a little bit of a skew to it because they played Utah, and Arizona during the regular season, and they just put up a lot of yards on them. I just
smoked
don't
them.
like. I just think their defense is better than it is on paper.
Yeah.
So like
we ran
I
circles around
legitimately
those
think
clowns, so
I'm mad, rightfully so. I just think like New Mexico is going to be able to. They're literally not going to be able to move the ball on these guys.
with a team that doesn't run the ball, now that I think about it, if you're laying the points, you're kind of hoping if this offense not going to score, the clock's just going to run. So
Well,
the
that's
clock's not going to run.
That's the other thing, dude. It's going to be cold. This game's in the desert. Like it's going to be very cold. I don't know if they're going to want to.
Oh, I bet it's I bet it's freezing there tonight. 33.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Honestly, I would probably say the under.
I
I think that would be the best bet.
I like the under more than I
The
like
thing
the
is
points
like
nowadays.
you're betting on New Mexico. It will be the most frustrating experience of your life watching them go 3-and-out every single possession, and praying to God they played a bit of defense. So
yeah, that'd be a painful bet to make.
Yeah, I like the points. I like the points if you want them. If you feel some type of way, I feel some type of way towards San Diego State, to be honest. I feel like they're an embarrassment. I remember in their season opener, we traveled to San Diego. The Arizona Wildcats.
Wait, is
go to
Marcus
San Diego.
Arroyo?
Huh?
Is Marcus Arroyo the head coach of San Diego State?
I'm pretty sure he's still there. He's the guy who runs the 3-4 defense.
No, he's at
cover
UNLV
one
now.
thing. Who's
He's at
their
UNLV
coach now? They run
I
this.
fucking
They run
hate-
the
I
stupid
fucking
cover
hate
one
that
thing.
guy.
Is he just like trash?
Marcus Arroyo.
Where's he?
He's at UNLV. This guy actually does not know how to manage the clock. He busted a bet of mine because he just didn't take it. He had 2 timeouts left. Game on the line. I can't remember who he was playing. Just didn't take the timeouts. Clock ran out and he lost. This was like 3 weeks ago.
San Diego State built a new stadium, and we went and played them in it, and we embarrassed them. And the stadium was completely empty. And I think San Diego State is going to have to pray that just like Arizona had to pray that like one day they would get one or two kids to just be like, I'm gonna go run it over there. Arizona brought in, like Jaden Delora, a 5-star wide receiver, and then one of the best receivers in the transfer portal. So like they got a little bit of recruiting back. And San Diego State, literally, their idea of doing that was to bring in Braxton Burmeister. So my confidence
guy
in
from
San Diego
UT.
State, yeah, he got benched. So my confidence in San Diego State, like as a program, is basically completely depleted. And now you're putting them on TV at 9:45
On a Friday.
Eastern
one's
time
watching
on a
this.
Friday. I bet that anyone watching this is taking the favorite because they're up and drunk at 10 o'clock at night and they want to bet on something. They're taking San Diego State, right?
Honestly,
Has to be.
as
I
like
bet
a
all the
one
money's on
unit,
San Diego State.
you're
Probably.
probably right. I didn't look at the splits.
If
I
you're
don't know what the
watching this,
splits are, but
if
I'm
you're
just
watching
saying.
this game, like you don't want to bet on New Mexico because it will.
Yeah.
I
I think New
personally
Mexico
have
is
bet
probably
on New
smart.
Mexico. I took them against. It was early in the year. I took them. What was it? It was like shoot. Who did I take them against?
Wasn't it
UNLV.
New
I
Mexico?
had them. I had them plus 17 against UNLV or some shit like that.
They covered.
And I think they covered.
I don't know. This is probably the longest we talked about one game all day, but now, now I kind of like minus 17 or plus 14 and a half.
Oh shit! We're supposed to make our usernames, our screen names, our betting Twitters.
You don't have to. I just prefer to. Because my
fair.
actual, I'm on Luke's account, so it just shows up as Luke Jacobs. So I just switch it. SDS.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Stern, give me your card. Yeah, we talked about every college basketball game right before you got here. Are you going to get on
That's
college
fine.
basketball now that the
I'm not
tournaments are
getting
starting?
I'm not getting on college basketball till in conference play starts. I want some data. Dude, Joel
Yeah.
and I are making it's gonna be a GitHub project. I don't know if you know what that is, but we're gonna start like publicly, it'll be open source. We're gonna start coding our AI for it this winter.
So
you'll be able to look at it as we do it on the internet.
Damn. That'll be sick. All right,
If it
well, I
works.
gotta go to math. So Asher, what are your bets today?
Xavier plus 3.5.
Yeah, you got a better line than I will.
Illinois. I took the money line, but yeah.
I like Illinois to cover. I don't know if I like them to win. Is it a pick?
Just right down. I mean, I took the money line, but like I don't know. I think they'll win. Villanova. And
Keep rolling.
Florida State
Yeah.
and Baylor.
Gotcha.
Those are my picks.
Baylor minus 4.5. Well, I'd already rolled the Murray State bet that I have going right now. They're up 3 at halftime, so hopefully that goes well.
Who are they playing?
UMass.
Gotcha.
I honestly like the Penn West Virginia game. I just think that is like the biggest lock today. I don't know where that line comes from, but WVU has Huggins, and Penn is going to be the bottom of the Ivy League. Like that's an embarrassing line to me. That's a defense that can win you a game by 15 points. Baylor, I will probably end up taking, but not for a lot because I got burned by Duke, and I don't want to keep getting burned on the big games.
What time do all these start? Is this like 5, 7?
Penn is going to be a 7 o'clock Eastern. Baylor is 7 o'clock Eastern.
I think Illinois plays at like 9. So they play at 9:30.
Yeah, Illinois is 9:30. I like the under in that game. I'll probably end up taking it. But it's later tonight, so. And then I'll probably go UConn minus 18 against UNCW.
I pushed on
And,
UConn. Well, I took that bet last week.
Me too. I was pissed, but we got a lucky cover if you watched it. And then my last pick, like I'm rolling the Duke pick, bro. There's no way they don't win by 4.
You're rolling with
pissed
that.
off. Bro, Duke's minus 23 against Delaware, and they're coming off a loss, and like Kentucky just came off a loss and then put up a 40-something point win against a bad team. Delaware hasn't played a D1 team yet. This is a really bad spot. I feel like they're just like the path of a tractor, and they're just like going to get run over.
An 18-wheeler just charging towards.
Yeah,
them.
it's just
Duke should
they're
be
a
by 30
huge
minimum.
team, dude. I think they are huge, good. Like, dude, Jeremy Roach is so good. Jeremy Roach.
You know the
is so
main
good.
reason
J-Ro, I
I'm
love J-Ro. He
The
improved a
main
lot.
reason UNC basketball is the reason I'm holding off on basketball right now.
Because it
When
makes no
UNC
sense.
it does not make any sense, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of saw Kansas beating Duke just because I figured that's high level. I don't know enough about the players. I know Kansas lost someone to the NBA, but it's the white dude. But yeah, new coach, new players. It'd be iffy. The white guy from Kansas who beat UNC
Christian
last year.
Braun. He's down on the Nuggets.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about Ochai. I was like, he's not white.
No.
Yeah, but Asher yesterday, your picks
Terrible.
on the show were an embarrassing 0 for 3.
Of course.
I really hope I don't go 0 for 2 on the show.
Just like
that's just
the other
humiliating.
one.
Yeah.
I'm cold right now.
Erand is cold. I'm not gonna lie.
We're
Erand
all
looks
cold. I can't head to bed.
I just came off of an exceptionally hot week from last week, so I'm.
That's what I'm saying. I went 18 and
I'm
9 last
nervous.
week.
Don't get too high. I hit with Creighton -19. I gave out Boise State and then backed off of it. So I mean, call it a loss. But
Dude,
whatever.
you know what I think I'm gonna do? This is back to football. I think I might parlay for like 1 unit the under and the Lobos and just not watch the game because I don't want to sit through that.
I might put like a quarter unit on it like that because it seems like if one hits the other, so it seems like good value.
Yeah.
I gave out Bryant +7.5 on the show, and if you saw the score of that game, it was some bullshit. They were down 2.5, and then it just like fell apart.
I had Bryant. I was pissed.
They scored a ton of points. I don't really know. And then I gave out Jets Ducks under 6, and that cashed. But I actually had a decent day yesterday. I wasn't mad, but I ended my day with a half a unit live bet on Michigan just because I felt like there was no way that they would shoot 60% from 3 the whole game, and they did. So
okay,
I
put a
money right before I went to bed.
It's not gonna happen.
I put at halftime. I put a combined I had like $50 on Michigan money line at halftime.
Yeah, but you would have won like $400.
Yeah.
So is Michigan overrated this year, or are they legit?
Yes.
They beat up on Pitt, but I don't really know because it's literally just Hunter Dickinson.
With that game, Arizona State shot a consistent 60% from 3 the whole game. How is that even possible?
It was crazy. Arizona State.
So we're just getting a lot of stinky games with random teams shooting just unprecedented numbers.
Yeah, Arizona State they're one of the worst teams in the Pac-12. They suck. I hate them.
I think they'll be a little better this year just because they have so much talent now. But
they were missing
Marcus.
They're missing Marcus.
Are all of their talent freshmen or
transfers?
Transfers. Okay.
Yeah. But I gotta go to math. Math. So let's get out of here so I can download this to my computer. But yeah, that's about all we got for you. Be back tomorrow, I guess. Cool. Deuces, boys.
Peace.